Hi, let me show you my current TBR, which is a little bit all over the place emotionally. So first up we have Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. He is one of my favorite writers. He has a very unique storytelling style that I really love. This book is basically about three friends who grew up together at a mysterious English boarding school, and as the story grows, it slowly unravels this devastating truth about what their lives are actually for. He never writes a very loud book, but he writes the kind of book that creeps up on you and then wrecks you completely by the very last page. Now the next one. The next one is actually a library pick, As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows by Zoulfa. I don't know how to pronounce her last name and I'm not gonna butcher it. So I've heard great things about this book. It's a love story set during the Syrian Revolution, which follows a young woman named Salama who's torn between staying to help her country and leaving to survive. I've already said that I've heard really great things about this book, but I've also heard that it's absolutely gutting and also very tender. This is one of those books that has grief and hope existing on the same page. So I know that this is going to be a very heavy read, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna read that now. Next one I have is Sisters in Yellow by Mieko Kawakami. So Mieko Kawakami is one of my favorite writers, and everything she'll write I think I'll read. I've already read 2 of her books and I haven't read this yet, so this is obviously one of the priority. This novel is about 2 girls scrapping by in the 1990s Tokyo, and they falls under the influence of an older woman who is running scams. And it also shows how this relationship spirals into something much darker. Kawakami has this reputation for quietly writing brutal and unflinching stories about women and survival, so I'm bracing myself up for this. I only have 4 books in my TBR right now, the 3 that I showed you and another one that I have decided to read, but I also have some books in my Kindle that I'll probably read in between the book I'm gonna read next, and that is one of the book that I have is Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So Daphne du Maurier has written some very creepy classics, and creepy classics is a favorite genre of mine. I've already read the Rebecca by this author, and that was really interesting because that had mystery, that had horror, that had everything in that. So I'll probably read this. I've already started this, so I'll probably read this in between the book that I'm actually reading right now. Now finally the book that I am actually starting. It's The Maidens by Alex. I don't know how to pronounce people's last name. It's difficult and I'm not gonna butcher it. So he's the writer of The Silent Patient, and after Silent Patient I was actually craving for something similar, like something twisty and something that has can't put it down energy, and I think this book delivers that that need of mine, because I have started it yesterday and I'm already 50 pages in, so it's great. This book is set at the Cambridge University, and it follows a group therapist whose niece's friend is actually murdered, and she is convinced that a charismatic Greek mythology professor is behind all of this. So secret societies, red herrings, and a body count that keeps climbing up. Exactly the thriller palette cleanser I need right now after all those heavy reads I read this year. I'm quite hopeful for this book, and I think I will finish it up very quickly. So this is my TBR. Heavy, heartbreaking, and one thriller to save it all. Let's see if The Maidens earns its hype. Bye.